Okay, so in the last session, we discussed about the basics theory about fundamentals about the Python and rules and how to declare a variable, the naming conventions, all those things. So today we are going to start the next topic called fundamentals 2 and as well as operators. In the fundamentals 2, we are having a data types. So in the fundamentals 2, we are going to cover the topic called data types. Okay. After the data types, there is a concept called operators. These two topics I'm going to cover today. Maximum I will complete to cover these operators also, because we are having we need to explain a lot more about all these things, because these are all the basics to write a Python program. If you are looking for automation testing job, we need programming language standards mandatory. You need to learn how to write a simple program also. These are the basic things we are going to use in the logic. So that's the reason the usage of all these things I will explain one by one. It will take some time. So that's the reason the operators may not cover full. I will try to complete it if the time permits. Okay, otherwise we'll cover on tomorrow. Okay. Up to this reserved keywords we discussed in the last class. So today's concept is data types. Okay. Coming to data types. So variable Python variables and data types. See, variables we already discussed. A variable is nothing but a identifier is nothing but a variable or class name or member name or method name, whatever it is. So that is nothing but we're calling as a variables. A equal to 10, B equal to some name, B equal to Python, like all those things we discussed in the last session. So again, we are going to reiterate again. So coming to data types. So what is the use of data type in each and every programming language? Why the data types are required? It's a mandatory. So data type represents the type of data present inside a variable. So type of data present inside a variable. So for example, you are trying to, so let's take an example of Facebook site or any web application that you are using in your regular daily day-to-day basis, something called Gmail also. So general web applications. So you have to enter your username to log in into that application first. How the username is recognizing by the programming language. Programming language needs to understand what kind of username the user is entering. It is a integer, or it is a string, or it is a alphanumeric, right? Facebook is having a login credentials, like some people can log in by using what? Mobile number. Some people can log in using user ID, unique user ID, something called your name and your surname. And some people can use with your Gmail IDs or Yahoo IDs or any email IDs. So all these are unique, right? All these are different person to person. But how the backend programming languages. See, the Facebook site, by seeing it simple like a web page, you are going to enter your credentials. In the backend, how the programming, whatever programming language that you are using, Java, Python, .NET, PHP, whatever it is. So each and every programming language is having a concept called data types to understand the data that user is processing from the other end. Okay, so that data types are so recognized based on you entered username. Use either it is username, I mean strings, I mean alphabetic, like your name with surname or mobile number. Based on that, it can recognize, oh, if you entered your mobile number, yes, this person is entered, this user is entered his mobile number, so it's an integer, so we have to take it as an integer. The requirement is the username is integer, and we have to process it to the backend to allow the login, all those things. To understand that data that you are using, that you are providing from your UI, either websites or you are searching something in Google also. So if you want to search Python automation training, that should be a string, right? That's a list of characters. So the backend, Google backend team will understand C man Srikanth. So I am already recording. I'm already recording. Okay. So that's that is asking to in the back end, the Google team is written a language called they may use Python or Java, whatever it is, to convert the user input into what? Into the relevant data type, whatever it is, the backend language is looking. So here the situation is data type represents the data present in the inside variable. So I think you understood what is data types now. So in Python, we are not required to specify the type explicitly. Based on the provided value, the type will be assigned automatically. Hence, the Python is a dynamically typed programming language. So this dynamically typed programming language keyword we discussed in the last session, and I will remember. I'm just remembering everyone. So if you've gone through the theory, you need to understand. So this is the one of the key point, one of the feature in the Python that we discussed in the last session called dynamically typed programming language. The meaning it is, so you don't need to specify the type of the variable. So how it is, I'm going to show. Python programming somewhere. I'll take the example of this. Okay. A equal to 10. Okay. B equal to 12.5. This is a floating value. These are all the data types, different types. I will give a comment here. Data types. Okay. The comments. How can you write the comments in Python? By using this hash symbol. It's a kind of comment or theory, okay, to represent what kind of coding we are writing. So for that purpose, we have to maintain proper comments so that other people can understand what kind of program we are writing in the real time. So data types. Okay, A equal to 10, B equal to floating value, and C equal to some string, Python. D equal to another string, Python automation. So E equal to another string, Python automation testing. See, here you can observe this is a integer. How? I will tell you. Okay. And what about this? This is a float value. And what about this is a string. And this D and E are also strings. So coming to integer, if you are using Java, how you can declare either Java, .NET, C++ or PHP, whatever programming language, into A equal to 10. Okay. Float B equal to 12.5. Okay. C equal to char C equal to some single character, or str string D equal to some word. Sorry. See, you can observe the difference between this programming language, Java in, data types and Python data types. So in Java and other programming languages, you have to declare explicitly type of the data. See, if it is an integer value, you have to declare int type. If it is a float value, you have to declare float data type. And if it is a string, if it is a single character, there is a separate data type in other programming language like Java called single character. There they can call char data type. If more than single characters, the value is a string, they can use called str data type. But all these nonsense is not required in Python. Directly you can write A equal to 10. The variable A value should be what? I'm going to print for you to understand what kind of A it is. There is a function called type. I will tell you slowly after this uh, explanation what is type and all. Type is a predefined function. It will return, it will print to you what kind of variable it is. So let's say A. Okay. Now I'm going to execute this directly. You can right click, hit run. That's it. You will see class int. There is a, it's automatically identified A equal to 10. 10 is a integer. We haven't declared anything called int A equal to 10. Automatically Python internal virtual memory PVM will recognize this is a integer. Okay. And what about B? Now again, I'm going to change this to, okay, I will write like this. Again, another print statement. I'm going to type of B. Type of B. Run. You can observe. Int float. Okay. What about C? Print of type of C. String. All these are internally automatically Python virtual machine. It recognizes these are all integer, float, and string. We are not required, we don't need to require anything to type define explicitly like int, float, string, because that is the reason Python is a dynamically typed programming language. You don't need to provide the type explicitly. Automatically Python can understand. See here I declared C double quotes, the Python, the string in double quotes. In the D you can observe I will write another print statement to know of D. This is also a string. See, you can declare a string in single quotes, double quotes, triple double quotes, triple single quotes also. Here we can observe E, triple double quotes, and triple double quotes and triple double quotes, starting and ending. This kind of strings we can write a paragraphs. If you are having a paragraph kind of input to data you are writing, so then you can use triple double quotes, triple single quotes also. So, but normally we can use either single double quotes or single quotes if you are using a single line strings. If you are assigning a value to the variable called single line strings. So these are three ways we can declare a string in Python. Sometimes I can declare by using single string, single quote, and sometimes I can declare by using double quotes also. It can consider. That is the flexibility of the Python programming language. These are all the type by default dynamically typed programming nature is having this Python. So you don't need to type it, write the type explicitly. So for that purpose, I have given this explanation. So now how many data types Python is going to support? See, Python contains the following inbuilt data types. One is int, float, complex, boolean, string, bytes, bytes array, range, list, tuple, set. These are all the data types. So here you can observe few of the data types. We can call it as a data structure. In Java, we are having a collection framework called list, set, map. Same like as Python is also having a collection framework. It allows different types of data as per the user requirement. So those collection framework concepts are these: list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Dictionary is nothing but map in Java. Okay, it's a key value pair. It will allow the objects in the form of key value pair. So, but we can call these data structures as a data types also as per the requirement. See, depends upon the requirement, we can utilize in multiple ways all the predefined data types in Python. If you are declaring list of objects in a single variable, you can use the list A equal to list of values like this also. At that time, we can use this list, but it's actually a data structure. So simple, I can show you. A equal to test comma 12 comma 12.23.54 comma some values. True, boolean value, true comma Okay, 44. Some. Here, what kind of data types we're having? String is there, integer is there, float is there, boolean value is there, and another string is there. So all inputs we kept in one folder, nothing but one particular area. This is called a list. So we can use this list as a data type because we are passing bulk data we captured in one, we bundled in one particular area in one particular list, and we are passing them as per the requirement. So list can be used like this as a variable. I mean, we can assign the list data to a variable A. We can use as a data types also. That's the reason we can call list is also a predefined data type. The same list, if you are discussing, there is a separate concept, almost 1.5 hour session is there about the list data structure. You can observe here. So now we are at language fundamentals only. We are discussing about basic things. Once we are going topic by topic, there is a big topic about the list data structure, tuple, set, dictionary. These four are very important things as interview point of view also. List, tuple, set, dictionary. These are all called a data structures we can call in Python, and data types also. By default, it's an inbuilt data type, but it's a data structure nature. This list contains a data structure nature, same like as the collection framework concept in Java, like list, linked list, I mean vector, whatever you are using, and as well as set, hash map, dictionary, same like us. So now this image introduce what? See, I said like I declared a variable a equal to 10 and a equal to, again, this is called redeclaring. This is possible in Python. Okay, how? A equal to 10 and B, again I am declaring A equal to 20. So if I want to print a latest thing, A value will be 20, but why A value will be unassigned? How it should be? There is a inbuilt mechanism called Python, that is even Java, any programming language, there is inbuilt mechanisms. Those are called garbage collection to remove the unassigned values of a variable. See, initially we assigned a equal to 10. Again, I declared a equal to same variable equal to 20. Automatically, in the Python virtual memory, it will reassign the pointer to 20. The new value, old value will be unreferenced, then it will be automatically removed by the garbage collector. So sometimes we can see this kind of scenario called redeclaring a variable. So I will show you one example. Simple how the redeclare will be happening. A equal to 15. Okay, I'm trying to print it. Yeah. So 15. Again, A equal to 25. Print of A. You can observe. Initially it was printed 15. Again 25. So A value will be rearranged. The 25, the latest value will be mapped for the A. This is called redeclaring the values for a same variable. But in this case, in other programming language, we have to write some more logic to at the time of redeclaring. But in Python, no need to write anything. It will automatically reassign the value with the reassign the variable to the new value. That is the image that is what showing. So previously I used a function called type, right, to know the whether what kind of data type it is. This is the function. Python contains several inbuilt functions, so many inbuilt functions to utilize the in our logic level. So this is called type is a one of the function. See, I will run it again. So I'm going to remove this and type type of A. What it will show? It will give the what kind of a value it is. It is a integer or float, whatever it is. So you can observe int, but it is showing what class. So why it is showing class? It is showing integer. It's okay. And what about the class? See, in other programming language, like first session in the demo session, I shown you the difference between different programming language, syntax and Python programming language. So coming to Java, you have to create a class. There you can declare a variable. Without creating a class, the Java program cannot execute, because the Java program following only object-oriented programming methodology. But coming to Python, it will follow multiple programming methodologies. That is the flexibility of the Python. That is called what? Object-oriented, procedure-oriented, functional-oriented, scripting-oriented. So many programming methodologies Python will follow. So what this class indicates, internally Python is a purely object-oriented programming language along with the other programming methodologies also. Here I have not declared any class, even though it considered as a object-oriented approach. Here I am using what? A scripting-oriented methodology. This is a scripting-oriented methodology. Simple line by line will be executed this. Even if I am using other programming methodology also, Python will consider this is an object. Int is a object, int is a class. Sorry, int is a class. It's a separate class, right? So that's the reason it declares like a class comma int. Okay. So this is called type usage. And what about the ID? ID, you heard about some hash code method in Java. So what that will give you? Basically, it will give the memory address of the particular object. So here in Python, there is a ID method. This will show you the memory which allocates internally for this A. See, this is the memory address. This is the memory address internally. So this is the memory address internally in the Python virtual machine will stored this A variable in the Python virtual machine. See, I will tell you what is Python virtual machine slowly. But so each and every programming language, if you are executing the program, some execution engine is there in the your installed files. So if you installed Python in your system, so what is there in the installed files? Some libraries, some execution programs, all the programming language specific directories were created in your system. Those directories are responsible to execute your program. So there one of the program is there called PVM. In Java we are having a JVM. So Python, why I'm saying difference with other programming languages every time. So most of the people will aware of Java. Java is the world. No, Java, Python overcome the Java. Okay, Python is now the biggest programming language. So usage of all multiple technologies and different areas when compared with the Java. That's the reason the flexibilities you have to explain. If in an interview they will ask you, so why you are shifted to Java, Python instead of Java. Java is also having a very good features, object-oriented concepts and latest features they have provided. Why you are shifted? So these are all the differences. That's what I am saying every time. Okay, I'm not degrading it to the other programming languages. Okay, so when compared with that other programming languages, what it will happen? So same like as Java also and other languages also, we're having a Python virtual vision program. So PVM, this program will responsible to execute what? To this Python program. Okay, so this is at that time internally this method will this function will give you a address. This function will you allocate the address of this variable. So what is the variable memory address they allocates for this 15 value? This is the memory address. Internally, if you decoded this, this value should be 15. Okay, so that's what the id usage, id function usage. And coming to get the memory of the address, and you know about print, we are already using print. Means print the value. Python, everything is an object. See, in Python everything is an object. That's the reason it's a purely object oriented programming language. Even if you observe here, class int, why it it is considering this simple one line logic also a object oriented concepts. Internally it will be considered as an object. So everything is an object in Python. It's a purely object oriented programming language along with other programming methodologies integration. So now we will go with the data types. Okay, int as per the notes. Int, we can use int data type to represent whole numbers, right? So you can observe a equal to 10. What is the integer value we observed here, right, in this example? So a equal to 15, it is a integer. So this is the way you can create an integer. And you can observe, forget about this 2 and all, because it's a the theory. So in there is a Python 2.x version, integer will be represented in two types of variables called long data type and int data type. Now they deprecated, I mean, they removed the long data type in Python 3.x version. They're using only int. Okay, that's the reason. Only int. Okay, we can represent int values in the following ways. So you can declare the int values in multiple ways. What are those? Decimal form, binary form, octa form, and hexadecimal forms. So decimal form is nothing but what? Number system, right? That is allowed 0 to 9. We know about this. And what about binary form? Binary form is nothing but zeros and ones, right? Binary is the one of the number forms. So you learned about these intermediate level and school level and college level also. All these things will cover there. Okay, so binary form means the number numbers are we are going to declare in a different form called binary, called zeros and ones. And octa form. Octa form is nothing but what? The numbers are allowed 0s to 7 and remaining should be replaced with some alphanumeric characters like this. Okay, hexadecimal form. So this is also allowed the numbers 0 to 9 and alphabets A to F. Both the combination should be like this. So now these are the 4 forms we can declare a numbers in the Python programming language as per the requirement. So basically we will use decimal form. All these binary, octa, hexa forms will use in Python development and as well as data science, data analytics, machine language, artificial intelligence. From testing perspective, we will use mostly decimal forms. If you want to declare an integer, well, how can you declare a equal to 10? That's it. You don't need to declare a equal to 0, 1, 0, b, something like this. It's not required as an automation tester, right? So, but I'm going to explain all those things one by one. You can aware of that, and these notes will be give the view overview. Okay, so if you want to declare like this, there is a function they provided called bin function. I want to convert a binary number, sorry, a decimal number a equal to 10 into binary number. I can use that function bin function to convert as a binary. Okay, there is a octa function they are providing. There is a hexadecimal function they are providing. By using all these functions, you can convert your number into that form. See, some applications, if you are working as a data analyst or data science programmer, so sometimes they require to, they need to read the values in the binary form. Some there is a standard. So if you are entering a equal to 10, it won't allow. Please typecaster, please change the form of the number. I am not understanding what you are entering. I required 10, but you are entering in another form that I am not able to understand. Please change it. That some kind of exceptions you will get. Okay, so then you can use this kind of forms called binary methods called bin method. This will convert decimal number into binary form, and then that particular backend logic will accept this is a binary number. So those are all different situations. So from trusting perspective, we can use decimal number. Especially in the development also, mostly we'll use for Python developer role as well. They will use this one only. But in some situations, if the application demands to convert the number into these forms, we have to change these forms also. For all these, see, you can observe base conversions. Python provides the following inbuilt function for base conversions. There is a, you can use bin, convert from any base to binary. There is a bin. Now you can observe, I'm going to apply this variable. Okay, remove this. Okay, print of bin of a. Okay, a value is what? 15. Now we change it to binary form. See. Okay, again a print of octa of a. This is the form. Again, a print of hexa of A. See, this value is 15. But how they changed as per the number system standards. Okay, these are the decimal form, octa form number systems that following 0 to, it will allow 0 to 7. After that, the value should be changed. It will allow 0 to 9. After that, if you are right trying to print 15 or 16, then the number value along added with the alphabets like this. So this is all about base functions conversions. And the next one is flow to data type. First, see, we discussed about int. Next one is float. Okay. So after that, there is a complex Boolean string, all those things. So next one is float to data type. So float we know, right? Float we know, right? Okay. So float to data type is what? So that will enter your numbers in the form of floating values like this. So right. So you can observe this is a float. A is equal to dot 5. Okay, this is a float. So if you want to print print of type of A, say this is a floating data type. There is no number conversions, nothing in the float, because for integer we are having a different forms. For float there is no forms. One second. So this is all about float. And next complex data type. So what is this? It's by seeing by seeing it's a different, right? A complex number in the form. So why it is? So basically this complex data type we can use in mathematical calculations and some statistical calculations based applications. You can see you observed a kind of job called stat analyst, data analyst, all those things. So there we can use this kind of thing, and data analytics and data science kind of projects also, that we can use this kind of data type. So a complex data type contains what? A real and imaginary part. So the complex data type looks like this. Okay, A equal to, you can declare like this, 5 plus 5, I mean 6 plus 5j, integer value and floating values. So don't worry about all these things. These are whatever we are, I'm excluding, those are not required the part of automation testing. We won't use these kind of things. But to understand how many data types are there in the Python, that I'm going to explain here. Okay, this is all about complex data type. And next one is Boolean data type. We can use this data type is present in the Boolean values. So this is allowed to use the data type called true or false. Internally, Python represents true is 1, false is 0. Something called, this will return what? True or false, right? Based on some conditions. So we have to know whether this value is present or there. We have to know whether this value is integer or not. All those things we can check with this Boolean data type. See, simple. So I'm going to show this example. At the time being, I'm copying. Okay. So we don't have time. Okay. You can observe. See, A equal to 10, B equal to 20, C equal to A less than B. What it should be correct or not? We have to know, right? Either we are not printing anything. I want to know whether this value is bigger than B or not, or smaller than B or not, based on the condition that we are given in the line number 4, where C equal to A less than B or A greater than B. I want to confirmation, either true or false, say yes or no. So that kind of situations we can use a data type called Boolean. See, it is showing written true. Why? It's so now I'm changing it to 100. You can observe it returns false because A is A is not lesser than B, right? A is greater than B, but I am trying a condition. I'm trying to prove a condition A is lesser than B here, but it is showing false. So this kind of situations, we can use the data type called bool. We can call it as a Boolean data type. So bool data type. So next one is string. We already discussed, right? If you want to declare a list of characters, there is no single character in Python. Even if you char data type, there is a char data type in Java somewhere. So you can observe C equal to T and D equal to test Python, Python, Python testing. Okay. So you can observe the difference between here. So print of C, type of C. Again, print of type of D. Okay. Both are strings in Python. There is no char data type like other programming language. See, both are string data type, str. Both are string data type. In Java, it considered as a char data type. And that too, what I discussed previously, we have to provide the type, right? Before. So here also str, string, typecasting. So we have to provide type explicitly. You can observe nothing. We are not providing any type here. Automatically, it is considering as strings. Okay, string data type. This is the way you can declare a string. And you can observe this is a single line I have used, and sorry, single quote, and here I have used double quotes. Whatever it is, single quotes or double quotes, triple single quotes, triple double quotes will be allowed to declare a string in Python. Okay, so this is called string data type. Okay, I am going to explain one more topic in slicing concept. This we will discuss separately when we are discussing about string data type. There are bunch of methods available in the string data type. All those methods we can apply to customize our string. See, if you are entering, you can observe few of the government applications, something called or competitive exam applications. Those won't allow your stylish names, right? You can say my name is Vishnath M. So V capital, M small letter, I capital. We can write in our notes and under the first page of our notes or somewhere in our bikes or somewhere. But so those are not allowed ones, right? So when we are applying some competitive exams or when we are filling your form in for one of the banking or something, they should require standards, either capital letters, either small letters. They will allow. So basically, it's always capital letters only. So if you are entering your data, just to correlate this, just to imagine. Okay, if you are entering your name as a small characters using small letters in the MSET or your competitive exam, banking exam application form or your online banking application, if you are entering as a small letter, automatically it will be converted as a capital letter. If I entered my surname is M, M is a small letter space. I'm going to enter my name called Vishwanath. VISW. All are small letters. But I am entering the next character. Automatically, previous characters will be updated to the capital letters. How? Who wrote this logic? In the back end, these kind of custom methods which are available in the string, right? The string is having inbuilt functions. So all those functions will help you to convert lowercase to uppercase, because they need their standards. They don't require your like movie kind of arts. They want your standard name in the capital letters. Then the banking system will allow to fill your online bank application, right? So automatically it will be converted as a capital letters. So how it should be? There we are going to use these kind of inbuilt functions while writing a string. See, your name is a string, right? It's not a integer. It's a string data type. So you are writing your name, first name, last name, all those things. So at that time, it will be converted as a capital letters. Okay. That's the reason we are going to use those functions. So separately, I'm having a session, the topic about the strings. Here, from the data types perspective, I'm giving introduction about one by one data type. Okay. There is a separate explanation. So now you can observe there is a concept called slicing of a string. See, what is the slicing? Slicing is a separate concept which is available in only Python other than Java. So this will give you the See, slicing is general in generic way. We can cut the fruit slices, right? So we can call it as a slice. So we can cut the string also as a slices. In the interview, they will ask you one question, especially in the interviews. So what they will ask you, see, write your name or write some text, something. So I have given str1. We can give name in str also, anything. Variable name should be anything. So it's a meaningful. So or else name equal to Python automation testing. This is my string. Okay. Okay. Once I enter my string, they will ask you, hey, please print only Python, or please print only automation, or I want print second character in a string. How can you print? I want to print second character. I want to print your string reverse way. There are so many programs in the strings. Especially even Java also you can observe in the interview, they will ask you strings concept to customize your strings in the interview. Please print your name. Okay. Reverse your name. If you are using Java, you have to write a bunch of logic. In Python, there are multiple ways to reverse your string. I will show you in one line. Print of name colon -1. Simple. You can see it will be reverse the string. Reverse the string. GNITSET something. So how it possible? It's possible because of slicing concept. So this slicing concept is useful to slice your string whatever your required customized way. Let's say you can take this example. The slicing can be do with the slicing is a basically it's a meaning. What is the meaning? It's a piece, right? So there are some characteristics to use the slicings. Okay, what are those? There is open and close braces operator, so called a slice operator. Square braces, open and closing, right? This is nothing but a slice operator which can be used to retrieve the part of a string. Okay, this is the syntax, base syntax. Okay, in Python, string follow zero based index. Strings follow zero based index. What is index here? The index can be either positive or negative. Positive index means forward direction from left to right. Negative direction will be backward direction from right to left. Okay, why? So I want to print a second character in a string, the slice portion, right? How can this can be calculated by the Python virtual machine internally? That should be follow this syntax called positive and negative index. Python strings follow zero based index. Left index starts with 0. You can observe in the below example image 0. There is a string I'm having. What string is called? S equal to Python is a string. So see, P means bottom. I wrote 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From right side, -1, -2, -3, -4, -6. Keep on increasing if it is a big word. It's a simple 5 characters word. It's shown like this only. If it is keep on increasing right side also 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That depends on a big depends upon our string. So based on this indexes, slicing will work. Okay, based on this index approach, slicing will work. So here I'm going to apply. I want to print only 0th index. I want to only print P, or I want to only print. See, this is a different thing. That's the reason it's showing different way. This print is different and this one is different. Don't confuse about this. I am going to write it here. Again, I'm going to apply. So now print of name of slice operator of 0. Okay, 0 means P, Y means 1, T means 2, H means 3, 0 again, O means 4, 5, like this. It will keep on increase the index. So now we can observe P is printed. Okay, no, I don't want P. I want this 0, 1. The index will start from positive index will start from 0, right? See, P is 0, Y1, T2, H3, O4, N5. What about this space? 6. I want to print sixth index. If it is a space, it will print empty. But it's printed. We cannot see because it's a space. So now I'm going to change it to 7. Again, A will be printed. A will be printed. So like this, we can apply. So no, I want to print right side, negative index also. I want to print G, -1. G will be printed. Now I want to print the N after G, -2. So the index calculation will be done only on the strings, especially if you are using slicing concept. So here the same approach. See, for example, where is this? Yeah, this string. What is the string value here? What is the length of what is the string length of the string? I will explain this length function. Don't worry. As of now, I want to know. Okay, so length of name. Okay, it will give all the count of characters. How many characters? Because we don't have a time to count one by one. That's the reason I'm using this function. So 25. What I'm going to do? I'm going to give what here? 29 index. See what it will print. Because we are having how many characters in this quotes? 25 characters, which includes space. So now if I run this, what is the string index out of range error come? Why? There is no 29th character here. We are having only 25 characters in the string, but we are trying to print out of the character. That's the reason it will showing out of the range. Out of the range. So there is no characters after 25, right? That's the reason it will throw error like this. If you are giving a wrong index also, you can check, cross check with this. So this is called a slicing mechanism. So we will discuss about the slicing mechanism slowly and when we are discussing about strings concept. And the next one is a typecasting. Typecasting. So this is also one of the inbuilt feature in each and every programming language. Sometimes, so if you are entering the same generic example, if you are filling your online banking application form, okay, so you enter your mobile number, sorry, what is called your first name, last name, email ID, everything. So the application, the banking application, let's say the bank is some X bank called X bank, you are opening the bank application. That bank people, they developed internally a registration form logic which they are accepting in the back end, okay, which allows only strings. If you are entering your mobile number, that is a string, sorry, that is a integer value, right? So, but that application is allowing what? Only strings, everything is string. If you are entering a pin code number also, that they are designed as a string to consider. That's their decision. We cannot do anything, right? That depends upon the application software. I mean, software design, the people they can design in the back end. But front end side, we know we are entering our mobile number in the registration form online. So mobile number is an integer, but how it should be converted as a string? By using this typecasting functions. These typecasting functions will help you to convert as the output, I mean, as the user required while we are entering the one string that will be converted as a typecasting. So they will use the typecasting. If the user is entered, they know if the user is entering a mobile number as an integer, but in our backend, as per the software design, we are accepting only strings. We are going to convert this integer as a string and we can store it into database, right? Once you filled your registration form, once you clicked and submit, you will get a pop-up called your online bank account is got opened. Please go and check your mail. You will get with the reference or your mobile has so get some confirmation message of bank account. Your account got opened within 24 hours. It will be activated. Some meaningful messages they will send. So how it will become? Once your data will be stored into the database. So how the data will be stored? Even if you are entering as an integer in the backend, Python developer, Java developer, .NET developer, PHP, whatever developer it is there, they are going to convert as per the software standards. They will use this typecast methods to typecast what? One data type into another data type. So what are the predefined methods we are having? int, float, boolean, string, all these are the predefined methods. So if you want to typecast a float number into integer, so we can apply directly int. These are all the scenarios. Okay, now we are going to apply one of the method. This is all about nodes. Okay, so I will share anyway. This is I will share you, so you can go and practice it. Okay, so now I'm going to change this a equal to 15.5. Okay, this is a float value. I want to change it to integer. Print of int of a. Print of int. Int is a typecasting function, right? So 15. Okay. 0.5 got changed. So now I'm going to shift 15 to float value. Float 15.0. Okay. And I want to shift this to string. String of a. It was there in the quotes actually. It is not showing here, but it was there in the quotes. We can change it to string. So again, I'm going to change this string. 15 is a string, for example. This is the case that I explained. Mobile number can be converted as a string. So this is a string, right? I'm going to print this for our confirmation. Print of type of a. Okay. First, we'll get some confirmation. Is this a string or integer? Okay, it's a string. Now I want to typecast it. A print int a 15. So string should be converted as an integer. How? Because of this typecast functions. So that is the use of this typecast functions. Basically, we can use integer, string, boolean only. So very rare we can use complex. I already said complex is not suitable for you. That is for like data science people and all. There is a typecast function is also there in the complex. Say int, float, string, boolean, all these things we can use it. So complex we can ignore it. Okay. So this is all about typecasting on predefined data types called what? Typecasting on predefined data types. Integer, float, string, boolean, complex. So basically these data types are predefined data types. So we are going regularly, we will going to use. See, if you are filling a online banking application form, so what kind of data types you are having? Basically integer, floating, okay, and as well as string. See, other than this, what kind of data type you are having? Let's just generically you can think only these three basically, right? Either number or floating number or something called a string. That's it. Your Gmail means it will also consider as a string. You see, if it is having a special characters also, that should be considered as a string only. Address, we always know it's a string. Okay, so that's the reason the typecast we can apply on those things. So byte data type, byte byte array is exactly same like as a byte data type, except that elements can be modified. So you can observe, you can think in a array. Array is one of the predefined function to data type to allow that same types of data. You can observe in the C language, Java also arrays. Array means same data types it will allow. It's a homogeneous data. Means arrays will allow only integers. You cannot allow arrays with name and integer as a input. I will show you the difference. That's what we are using collections. Okay. For example, A is equal to array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 500, 566. Something this is called an array. Okay. So, and again B equal to test comma 1 comma 1 2 2 comma something called 2.4 comma true. See, what is the difference between these two variables? First variable contains same data type and second variable contains different data types. So arrays will allow same data types. That is not suitable for our regular development activities, because these will suitable for what? Data science and data analytics platforms. And because you can observe the same banking application form, you are trying to insert only integers every time in the bank application form. You are going to insert your name, you are going to insert your mobile number, gender means male or female. It's a Boolean data type, right? And string, only these things. So how can it is possible to use arrays as a data like input values instead of this data structures called list, tuple, all those things? See, there is a data, why the data structures and collection frameworks are useful in programming language. What is the collection framework, sir? We heard about in Java collection frameworks. It's very hard interview point of view. So in Python also same. So what is the use of this collection frameworks? Why the collection frameworks are came into the picture? We are having a predefined data types called arrays, byte arrays like this. Why people are choosing that? These arrays, byte arrays, are allowing only same data types to insert the data. The insertion should be anything, either backend, database, whatever it is, the different. But they are strictly allowing same data type. And what about this collection frameworks? Collection frameworks are following algorithmic nature, data algorithmics internally, data structures. You learned about your college level called data structures. There is a big concept. It's a very hectic concept. Headache, you will get it while going through code. It's a very big code. So all those code was written in algorithms to accept these kind of different data types to store even in the backend application. So that is the reason we are going to choose what data structures like list, tuple, dictionary, set in Python point of view. In Java, linked list, array list, I mean set, map, those. Okay. So here, that's the reason we're going to choose this instead of byte array and bytes. Okay. So why I explained all these things about this. This is not suitable for our regular Python development and automation. This is suitable for data analytics. Data analytics, some situations we are going to do the analytics on some same data type. Okay. So it's bytes array, bytes, so all those are used there. Okay. No need to worry about this. Just a syntax for your reference purpose I maintained here. The next one is list data type. Just now I told list data type is nothing but what I will take 2 to 3 minutes extra. Let's complete this topic. I may not able to cover the operators concept, that we will cover it tomorrow. Okay. So list data type. List data type means what? So this is nothing but a list data type. You can observe. This is a remove this. And if I want to know print of type of B, you can just printing it list data type. Okay. So what is the use of list data type? If you want to represent a group of values into single entity where insertion, this theory will cover in list data structure. Okay, separately I will explain, but as of now just go through this theory. So insertion order is preserved. Duplicate elements, it will allow duplicate elements also. So heterogeneous objects are allowed. What is heterogeneous? This is called heterogeneous. Different data types are allowing in one data structure is nothing but a heterogeneous. So same data types are called homogeneous data. If you are allowing to store the data, same data type, that is nothing but homogeneous. If you are trying to store different data, like other than string or other than integer, like this in the B, line number 3, that is nothing but a heterogeneous objects. Heterogeneous data is allowing. So list is allowing heterogeneous data. Okay. Duplicates also allowed. You can observe in this simple, I'm going to add another 2. Okay. It will allow duplicates. I'm going to remove this type to print what are the objects in the B. 1, 2, 2.3, 2. It will allow duplicates. But who is not allowing? Some data structures are there. Those will not allow. So this is all about the basics, about the list. The same. So all these examples, methods, I will cover separately when we are discussing in the list data structure. Okay, just introduction purpose, I have given theory and some examples. Okay, same like as a tuple. Tuple is a immutable, means once you declared tuple data structure, you cannot modify it. But coming to list, here you can observe we declared some int. Sorry, we declared some list, right? I want to update, I want to add a new object in the list. After 40 you want to add Python, you can update it, but it will allow. It's a mutable nature, means mutability means modify it. But coming to tuple, it won't allow to modify it. So when we can use this tuple, there is some requirements, something called so in same banking application also, once we declared male and female, you cannot modify it, right? That's kind of. So range, this is another data type. So this range data type will to range the numbers, to print the numbers from one place, I mean some certain range. You don't need to declare like for loop for one I equal to 1, for I plus plus to 10. You don't need to use like this. Directly you can use this function range of 10. That's it. It will print 10 numbers for you. So you can provide the range of 10 to 20. It will print 10 to 20 numbers, between numbers, whatever is there in the 10 to 20, it will print for you. So like this is a predefined data type. Range is useful to print the sequence of numbers. Sequence of number, it will applicable for numbers. Sequence of numbers, or it will applicable sometimes for string also, sequence of strings. So but that you need to do some typecasting, it's a different story. But range data type represents a sequence of numbers. Okay, the elements present in the range data type are not modifiable. Range data type is immutable. Once you declare like this, we cannot modify it. So this is another data type called range that we will use. We include this range in loops and all. Okay, in the loop, if you want to print 100 numbers, so you are going to like for in Java, for I equal to 0, I plus plus I comma 100. Here nothing, range of 100, that's it, it will print for you. So set data type, this is same like as a tuple, it won't allow the duplicates. So frozen set, dict, we will, I mean, as per the time being, I will show you separately. Again, I will discuss you tomorrow these balance data types from set. Okay, from set to the balance of this topic I will discuss tomorrow. I'm having the summary. Okay, this will give you high level interview purpose also. What is int, what is float, complex, what kind of data structure it is, immutable or mutable. All this immutable in the sense, once we declared a equal to 10, we can modify it, we cannot modify it. So but you said like, so previously you used a equal to 10 and a equal to 20, it's modified. It's not modified, it's reassigned, redeclared the variable value to other value. That is the reason it's immutable. So like this, we are having different natures, each and every data type that we are having a nodes like this. Okay, table, this table will indicate you a total data types nature. Okay, so this and this none data type, all these will discuss from set data type all onwards. From here onwards, I think we covered up to tuple. From here onwards, we will discuss tomorrow. After that, we will go to operators concept. So once operators concept is done, everything is programming, because we are going to use all these theory concepts in the program. Whatever we discussed, then loops, conditional statements, all will start. Okay, so you can observe this notes as well. So after operators, flow control, this is called if else conditions, for loops, all those things. This is all about string, list, tuple, set, like that. Okay, we'll connect tomorrow the same time. Please be join on time so that we can cover more topics. Otherwise, other people, we don't need to wait for them to understand the things. Okay, any doubts you can ask now.